Fools, you challenge me with trickery? I don't believe in magic.
Delicious. It is meteor.
The morning stream. They wouldn't give us any more fish.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to TMS. That's for the morning stream. It is November 10th, 2025. I am Scott Johnson. That is Brian Ibbett.
Yes, it is. We're here for another fun-filled week of excitement and pleasure delivered to your ears 4 of the 5 days.
That's right. That's right. And you should enjoy it because I have to leave town for the weekend. There's going to be a day off Monday for the show. So pretend it's like we're not taking Veterans Day is on Wednesday. We're not taking that off.
Tuesday.
Right? Is it Tuesday?
It's tomorrow. Yeah.
We're not taking that off. We respect and honor our veterans.
That's right.
And the ultimate sacrifice they have made on our behalf, but we are not taking the show off because we have that Monday thing. So we're just swapping it, right?
Hammond and I are taking that day off for daily music headlines, but not here.
Not here. Not TMS. No.
That's right.
No, TMS goes on, and whether you like it or not. All right, folks.
That's right.
That's the deal. It's good to see you all. Good to have you here. I talked to you a bunch on Film Sack about this, but didn't talk about my theater experience with.
Right.
know.
The only thing I heard is just the multitude of commercials that you got before your movie.
Yeah, and that's part of this. The state of theaters is really interesting to me. Mm-hmm. Outside of the singular experience of having an Alamo Drafthouse in town. Mm-hmm. Which I'm jealous of every time I hear about one. I wish we had one here in Salt Lake. I hope we do one day. Because that is a really boutique experience of all across the board, and when it comes to the food and just the general vibe and the special stuff they do here and there and all that, just sounds like it's the way to go. It's the way to see your movies.
This is the way, yes. Mm-hmm.
And we have decent theaters here. They're not bad theaters, but we have a few chains. Some are national, some are local or regional. And they're all fine. And they've all done things like upgraded to the luxury seats across the board. And, all the seats are reclinable in all of these theaters that we go to and stuff. So like they've gone nuts with that. They've improved their food stuff and all that. But I'm telling you, even on a big weekend where Predator Badlands took number 1 at the box office, cleaned up real good, there were 4 people in this movie theater on a Saturday night with my wife and I. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And I just can't help but think, here's the other thing. All right.
That's a 10-pole movie right there.
I know. I don't get it. None of the big hits of this year have had, I don't have to order tickets in advance. I just go and show up. Oh, these 3 I always get are right there and they're available and no one else is there. So I know it's all changed fairly radically since the pandemic and it's never quite recovered to its previous levels. And, we're never going to see another... Maybe we will, but we're never going to see the levels of Endgame in terms of attendance, perhaps, or whatever.
Possibly not. Yeah.
Probably not if I had to guess. But anyway, I do like I like a theater experience and I want it to be good and whatever. And you'd think that it being relatively empty would actually make it a little better because then you kind of get the place to yourself and you're not like crowded and people aren't making noise. You get the feeling when that happens that you may as well just done this at home because you're kind of on your own anyway. And I paid triple the amount of money to see a thing that I maybe could have waited for or whatever. So there's that feeling. And then there's this other thing where I'm like, all right, we're going to get there 15 minutes early just so we're there. We get popcorn or whatever we're going to do.
Sure.
We get there early and we sit down and I was telling you on Saturday, they have a ton of ads, most of them local, before they get into actual trailers about 5 minutes before the movie starts or right at start time or whatever it is.
Sure.
And that's usually okay because there's a variety. It's all shit, but it's a variety of shit.
And it's videos as opposed to slides, right? Because I know AMC does until the movie starts, you get slides of, local advertisers and things like that.
Yeah, it's like that except moving, mostly commercials, like the kind of stuff you'd see on local stations.
Sure.
And it's like, oh, great, this HVAC company's got an ad before the movie.
Right.
So they show this stuff over and over and over, and then they intersperse it with, hey, here at Megaplex, don't forget, and then they'll go off to another thing. And so they have their little Menunos-Style middle bits, right?
Right.
Except this lady's not hawking her podcast at the end of it, but whatever. I don't blame her. It's fine. Podcasting's hard. Anyway, what the difference this time was, normally it's just like a ton of those, and then you get to the real trailers, and then you get to the movie, and it's fine. You live with it. This time it was 3 ads, and I'm not kidding about this. This is why I'm worried about the state of the business, the ad business in movie theaters. The same 3 ads on repeat, out of order. No. So sometimes they would do the same one right after each other. Sometimes it would be divided by the other 2, but then come back to that third one.
Yeah.
For 15 minutes straight, 30-second ads or so, one after another, and it never varied from these 3 different local things.
Wow.
So when trailers finally came, Kim, who doesn't like trailers, especially for stuff she's looking forward to, surely she'll look away or look down. She was like, I'm going to watch these because that was terrible. I need to watch that out of my mouth.
Such a welcome form of entertainment that's not those 3 damn commercials. It feels like the John Mulaney, What's New Pussycat deal.
Yeah. And it was this feeling of like, is everyone okay? Is this going to be all right? Like it just felt, it felt a little dire, if I'm honest. Now the movie was loud and beautiful and no
fun
issues, fun. Loved the movie, just absolutely loved it. Huge fan of what I saw, and Brian saw it, and we both had a great time. And it turns out the trope you thought I would think of was the one I thought of. We had a great discussion on Film Sack pre-show. If you guys haven't heard it, it was real good. But all of that aside, just that experience was just so, I don't know, man. It was such a bummer. Last night we watched Frankenstein with the girls, which I'm going to hold my review till recommendals.
Oh, good. Okay. Can't wait to hear what you think of that. I'm curious.
I will say I really loved it, which will make it worthy of recommendal. I'll get into the details later, but what a piece of art that thing is. Nice. But we watched that last night, and I realized as I'm laying there, I'm like, I've got really cheap popcorn here. Yep. I have some grapes, which they don't give me that at the movie theater.
They don't give you grapes at the movie theater.
Yeah. Nope. There's a shitter right over there if I need it.
Right. And you can pause and not miss anything.
That's right.
You need to.
I can pause it. I've got, a good screen, and the girls were here, and we were all just had blankets, and the couch is kind of laid out so you can kind of relax. And I went, oh, I could just do this.
This is why the theater is empty.
Yeah. But it was so weird to walk out. Like at one point, actually, when we walked in, it's still sunny out a little bit. It was starting to go down because it goes down earlier now that the chime change. And we're walking in, and I said to Kim, I says, this used to be like hundreds of people walking toward it and leaving it and having trouble finding a parking space, and this same movie theater. What is so different? And I don't know.
It doesn't make sense because the theater for us was packed. It was a full, there were here and there were empty seats or pairs of seats, but there were people on either side of Tien and I. Our row, I think, was full. The row behind us was pretty much full. The row in front of us was pretty much full.
Yeah.
And it was one of those theater experiences where people clap at the end, which is like, I can like this. There's nobody, Trachtenberg ain't here to hear it, but you gotta love the fact that people enjoy the movie so much that they're going to clap to no one. They're going to clap to just say they enjoyed it and appreciated it.
Yeah.
And that's really all that's left that what you're paying for the theater experience. You get, a bigger screen obviously than you'd have at home, but you can sit closer to your screen at home. Your food, your snacks are all included in what you've already bought for your house. The only thing now you're paying for is that communal experience and seeing things, I guess, before they come to a place you can get to them, even if it's Plex or a rent, pay to rent or whatever. Those are really the 2 big things you're still paying for are seeing things sooner and seeing it in a communal experience. And if people disappear, if people stop going to theaters, then it's really just going to be you're paying for the premium of seeing these things sooner, and that's not a big enough deal.
Not really
worth it.
No, especially with so much content, so many other options. It's like, well, why would I put myself through that? And that's why I say, if we can get a more boutique style experience like what you get with that, even it can be somebody else. It doesn't have to be just somebody who's got the same idea, right?
Right, because there are other places that do that, serve food, and they have a zero tolerance policy, and maybe it needs to be the Frog Pants Theater.
Yeah.
And you get a 1-screen theater, but you're strict about people talking, getting their phones out,
You know that whole comic book shop board game / thing we always talk about? This is always the adjacent idea I want to have right next door to it is a
theater,
a connected theater. Someone help us. Some billionaire is bored. Help us. We need to make this happen.
That's right. Exactly.
You got money to spare. Come on, let's just spend some of it. Let's do this.
For sure. Yeah.
Anyway, that movie's rad, though. If you like Predator, I highly recommend it. It's a good time. I think that here's how I'm going to do, because the girls haven't seen any Predators yet. So ahead of that coming home, here's what we're going to do. They're going to watch one.
Okay.
And then I think I'm going to tell them, they can choose not to, but I'm going to say go one and then jump straight to Prey.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. One, Prey, Killer of Killers.
That's
Badlands.
it. Exactly.
Yes. I'm
doing that, I think. I'm going to tell them that. They have their own agency. They can choose. But
sure. And if they want to go back and watch Predator 2 and The Predator and Aliens versus Predator and all those, then sure, it's all there for them. But this is a good... What you're saying is absolutely correct. You have to see Prey. You have to see the original. And Killer of Killers is fantastic frosting for that whole cake.
Yeah. Icor's got a good point. Show them the last 10 minutes of Predator 2, which is like there's an alien skull on the wall.
Oh, sure.
I could just show them a screenshot of that, I don't have to fire that up to do that.
No,
I mean, I'm not even saying Predator 2 is absolute garbage. It isn't. No, the AVPs are terrible. Wicked Kitten is wrong. She's saying it's decent. No, they're terrible. So I think we're going to do that, and we'll do the animated thing just prior to this. That's the order. Yeah. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah. I don't want to put them through the hell that is like all these reboot attempts. It's just too much,
But it is kind of funny that last week we get Predator Badlands, which is the latest installment in a franchise that was started with an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. This week we get The Running Man, which is a remake that is of another 1980s Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Yeah, hopefully from what I hear, it's a bigger take on the book, which is exciting because
closer to the book. Right.
Yeah, the book goes nuts. It's like
the book isn't. We found some second-rate American gladiators, and we're going to have them chase after these three guys.
The way they did in the movie, if I remember right, it was kind of a set of chaos, whereas
they had a paintball arena of death.
Yeah,
basically.
There you go. That's a good way of putting it.
As opposed to it's everyone, whoever kills Glenn Powell gets the money.
Yeah,
which I love the.
Yeah, I'm excited though. I mean, Edgar Wright, I'm jazzed about that.
It's your open world campaign for Hunger Games, is what it is.
Yeah, there you go. And they maybe I heard that the director for Brian has decided to move his eyes a little further away from.
Oh, good. It's like digitally use digital processing to do that.
Yeah, might be AI. So watch out for that, everybody.
Who has eyes further apart, like on the sides of their head? Prey. So this week or last week you get Predator. This week we get Prey.
Yeah, there you go. Nailed it.
Oh no, I guess not. He would also be Predator because his eyes are closer to the front of his head, like a wolf.
They're very beady. Let's say that.
They're beady. Yes.
Speaking of beady, we got to do this little beady thing right here. I mean, he's not all that beady, but we'd like to welcome him to the show anyway. It's Brian Dunaway, everybody. What's going on, man?
No, hi, Scott and Brian. Just
hello.
being my little beady self,
Yeah, little beady.
Sure.
Yeah.
Beady.
Beady.
You're a fan, right, of that show?
Whatever, Buck. Yeah.
Yeah, you were into it. I respect that. I respect
Erin
that.
Meringue. Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Erin Meringue. Who the hell
You
is
were
that?
going to say Erin Moran?
No, what's her name?
Gray.
Gray.
I'm in Gray. That's it. I'm into both.
I had a huge crush on her.
Sure.
Didn't she die recently? And it made me sad, I think.
No.
I thought she died.
Didn't die.
Didn't she?
Erin
Rude.
Gray? I thought she did.
Did she die?
I thought she died.
That's some BS. I love Erin Gray.
You know what? I take it back. She's alive and well. Why did I?
I was going to say, I met her a couple of times at Dragon Con. It seems like that would have hit
Yeah.
home for me if it had happened. It's like, oh, no.
Did you get to meet? So look at this. You get to meet one of your crushes at Dragon Con.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I've actually met both. I've talked to Erin Moran, and she actually did a promo for Extra Life Radio back in the day because I pressed her to. And then she was so nice and gracious, such a sweet person. And Erin Gray, she's also a sweet person. Always like hanging around the tables, walks around the front of the tables and stuff.
Yeah.
Way cool.
I liked her as the girlfriend of the guy who adopted Jason Bateman on Silver Spoons.
Nah.
Wasn't she?
Was
like,
she?
she wasn't mom.
Good call,
She was a
good
mom
call.
figure, but she was like the girlfriend of the.
Wasn't she his like secretary or something that turned to girlfriend
really?
or something?
I
I don't remember
Okay.
that at all. Wow. You know
Yeah.
what?
What was there?
Silver Spoons left such a small impression on my life. It just
Well, I guess he's the dad. He's the real
Right.
biological dad, but he didn't know he had a son until mom passed away, and then he got possession of Ricky Schroeder, and then I guess it was Ricky Schroeder. You know what I'm confusing? I'm absolutely merging Silver Spoons and It's Your Move.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good enough. Good enough.
Because
Yeah.
they were both rich. They both had whatever they wanted. Yeah, Ricky Schroeder, not Bateman.
That's right. And he rode around.
Oh,
in
you
that,
did say, wait, wasn't Bateman was Ricky Schroeder's friend? Though,
Yeah,
in
I
that
think he
series,
showed
right?
up. I think he showed up as a friend
Really?
character. Yeah,
Yeah,
briefly,
okay.
like not a whole lot.
I thought you were referring to that angle. Okay,
That would be
yeah.
funny if that was the case. It would
Yeah.
be great if, like, then all of a sudden now he's on.
Because the one you said is a spinoff of Silver Spoons. Now I'm just messing with you.
Well,
but
here-
yeah,
But,
Yeah. Now you
Bateman
are
was
messing
on
with us.
Silver Spoons.
Here, hey, I got something we missed on Film Sack that I may as well air out right here. I know Randy's not here, but he'll understand. We didn't even talk about it, but we did accidentally. We did 2 movies back to back, Diamonds Are Forever, and At Close Range, and we
Right.
didn't bring up the fact that Crispin Glover in At Close Range is the son of one of those 2 weirdo guys.
what?
From,
He's Mr. Wynn's. He's
That
really
guy.
actually Mr. Wynn's son.
it's his real life son.
not
That's
know
his
that.
kid.
That it like I look at that guy and say, dude, that looks like a weird older Crispin Glover,
That
but he
explains
actually is
Too much.
That's him.
That explains too much.
Yeah, it explains a
Don't
lot
like it.
about that dude now, you know?
I don't like it.
If his dad's like his character, all it explains a lot, but
I don't like
well,
it. at all.
anyway,
Not
I'm
one bit.
kidding.
here's the good news. We're going to play this game. We're going to have some
Hold
fun.
on, I gotta give you an image. Here's Crispin Glover and his dad,
All right.
and it's like looking at like a time traveling Crispin Glover,
Oh, my
Back to the Future
Lord.
style. Like,
Wow, look at that, dude. See, now you see them together, you're just like, oh, of course they're related.
totally. Oh my gosh.
He almost looks like Crispin Glover's cartoon double or something, just like, here's the movie I don't know, he looks like his son more than son looks like him.
I
It's weird.
don't really need this on a Monday. I'm just saying.
It's just, you know what? It's just so like, it's like, oh, okay. Crispin Glover finally makes sense.
Yep. Yeah. I feel some closure. I don't know.
Yeah, totally.
All right, well, let's play this game. Brian, do you want to explain how it works, who wins, how it works, and all that fun
Oh,
stuff?
I could do that. Yes. Welcome to the Morning Half-Ass is a trivia game where I'm going to be giving the 2 of you the answers. How nice of me. I'm going to give Scott and Brian a category and 6 possible answers, 3 of which are correct, and 3, like Ricky Schroeder is a main character on Silver Spoons, is incorrect. Depending on how confident you feel with the category, you can provide 1, 2, or 3 guesses. But if you get any of those guesses wrong, you get 0 points for that round. Get 1 right gets you a point. 2 right gets you 3 points, and 3 right gets you 5 points total. We're going to add up all those points at the end of the game, see who wins. And you guys don't get prizes, but you know who does? Tadpoolers, who are patrons, who I'm assigning to each of you. Scott, I am assigning Carl Woodridge to you.
Ooh, I like Carl Woodridge, I think. I think I've talked to him offline
I like
before.
his bourbon. Brian, I'm assigning Alex Mater to you.
Nice.
Come on, Mr. Alex Mater. All right, come on over, Mater.
Yeah.
Alex Mater, get her done. All right.
I was hoping you'd make the Cars
Yeah,
reference.
let's see how we do. I need to reload the server here. All right,
I
let's
love
get
that
to
you
your
think it's
first.
the server, but go ahead.
Well, it is a server. I have to reload the server.
Cool,
Yeah.
The game server. All right, let's get to question number 1. Question number 1: places that Ernest goes to in his film series.
Oh, my Lord.
I was trying to hit the buzzer.
I know you were. I know. I heard the space bar going crazy. Which of these are 3 places that Ernest goes to in his film series? Your choices are camp, Mars, Vegas, college, Africa, and jail.
Oh, man.
Yeah. 2 very easy, aren't they? But
2 are simple. The rest, holy shit. I want this Vegas one. I don't know if that exists, but how do I not know this other one? Gotta be that. All right.
Oh, you going with 3?
Yeah.
Crap. I'll go with the same 3 I knew you went with. All right.
He probably did. We probably did exactly the same.
You did exactly the same thing. Exactly,
I know which
yes.
one. I know which one Scott did. I'm not.
You
stupid.
totally did know which one. All right, so let's get to the easy two, right? Ernest goes to camp. Yeah, of course he does.
Yeah.
That's correct. Ernest goes to jail. Yeah, of course he did.
It.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, both of you settled on college.
Yeah.
And I watched Brian Dunaway's
It's
selection.
Africa, but
He kept
because I
selecting
remember him
Africa.
because I remember I can't remember if it's like the Trippendorf tribe or whatever it is.
Oh, Krippendorf's tribe? Yeah.
Krippendorf's. I'm getting that cover art mixed in with like those close-up faces of Ernest, and I was thinking, I think I remember seeing one where he did like an Africa thing, but I couldn't remember.
And then you decided not to do Africa, and you switched over to
because
college, which is
went
same
three.
as Scott.
I knew you went three, and I didn't want to blow my chances. I would rather be
Okay.
You better
tied.
be equally wrong as opposed to
Correct.
Right.
Yes.
I get it.
Well, sure enough, Ernest went to Africa.
Did he really?
Dang it.
I had no memory of this at all, like none.
Me neither.
And I thought I was kind of up on the whole Ernest Goes to thing. I kind of like those movies in a weird
I would have went
dumb
with
way.
Africa if Scott hadn't went to college because I couldn't decide.
I know. I was like listening to you, like I'm watching you select it, then unselect it, then select it. Like it is like an epileptic seizure going on because it's
just to keep
flashing
you
so much.
That was just to keep you from running the timer on me.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, it worked. It
but
totally worked.
yeah.
I mean, I'm guessing this is like the worst thing he possibly ever did, right? Like this is just
Yeah, the
No,
fact
it's
that-
a safari. Basically, a safari thing, if I remember correctly.
all right. There it is.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'm going to go ahead and call that semi-cultural appropriation bullshit. Is what that is. I don't like it.
Oh, so you're fine. You're fine with him stealing hillbilly humor,
Oh yeah,
but
yeah,
Stealing it.
different.
yeah, stealing it.
dude, he was quite.
Help
He
define
was
it.
quite the dapper, intelligent man. That act was stolen.
Wait, are you saying that
Ernest.
hillbilly humor is not intelligent?
Yeah, what are you saying? What are you saying about Hill?
I didn't say
Yeah,
it.
what Brian? What do you, other Brian? What are you saying about hillbillies?
Are you worried that the hillbillies are going to come get you? Come on.
Well-
You think hillbillies listen to this podcast? They do not.
We got a couple, I would argue.
Yeah.
Here's a shot from the film. He's running around with some folks and doing some stuff. And
God.
I haven't seen it. Maybe Film Sack should think about it. Maybe not.
Right. You know what I mean? Nope, I don't. All right, let's get to
And look,
question.
the actors who are portraying Africans give him the same look we all give him. What is wrong with
pretty
this
much.
guy?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love him. I can't deny it. Oh my
right.
gosh! I just found out somebody who's in it though. Oh, never mind.
Who's
That's
in
not him. I thought it was who's in Blade Runner, kind of the bad guy, also Scanners.
Roy Batty dude, right? Oh no, in Scanners.
No, Scanners. Also Starship Troopers. He's a lot of Verhoeven
Oh,
stuff.
Michael Ironside.
Michael Ironside. I thought it was him.
Was
It's
not in
him.
Blade Runner.
Yeah. Good news, everybody. Michael Irons. Oh, what did I say? I meant Total Recall is what I meant.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Ernest Goes to Africa has a guy that looks just like him, but it's not him. There you go. That's what.
Oh, okay.
That's what we've all learned today.
Well, we found something even Michael Ironsides didn't want to appear in.
No.
We can't get Ironsides, but who can we get instead?
Let's get TEMU Ironsides. All right, let's get to question number 2. This is something that Ernest might have encountered in Africa. Which of these are actual venomous snakes? Your choices are the green anaconda, the western coral snake, the puff adder, the Mexican king snake, the rainbow boa, and the sidewinder.
Hey, I'm pretty sure I
you're
know
a-
2 of these. And the
You're a
rest,
puff adder
I gotta quit telling you how many I'm doing. Why do I keep doing that?
I know.
because you're an idiot.
My wife would agree.
My wife. All right.
All right. Oh, look at that. All right. We've selected. Both of you locked in, and this time you locked in on all 4 different ones. So let's start with this one down here, the sidewinder. Sidewinder is venomous.
Scary as crap.
Yeah, I thought about choosing that, but
Let's look over at the puff adder. The puff adder is venomous.
yeah.
Oh, look, Scott took it then. Good job,
So
Scott.
now you each have one.
Almost
now,
a puff adder.
one of you selected the Mexican king snake. The other one of you selected the western coal snake. One of them is poisonous.
Oh.
They're venomous. The other one is not. The answer is The Western
Good job,
Coastal.
Scott.
Good job, Scott.
And
Two
we
out of
were
3
both
points.
we both stay away from the constrictors. Good job, Scott.
Yeah, we
know
did
our
because constrictors are just squeegee. They don't poison you. But here's
Yeah,
the other
squeegee.
thing. I knew these two were correct, but I wasn't sure about Sidewinder for some reason. I don't know why. That's the most like famous movie. Like someone's always getting bit by a Sidewinder. But why did I not think of that? I don't know. I don't know. All
right, let's get to your last question, Scott. Going into round 3 with 3 points. We're going to go to
Good job,
U.S. history. Which of these presidents were shorter than 6 feet tall, less than 6 feet tall? Your choices are Thomas Jefferson, Franklin Roosevelt, George H.W. Bush, Theodore Roosevelt, Richard Nixon, and Ulysses S. Grant. 3 of these presidents were shorter than 6 feet tall.
Franklin Roosevelt, we're not counting when he was stuck in a wheelchair.
I know. I knew it. I was thinking it. I was trying not to say it. Thank you.
We are
for
the standing Franklin D.
low
Roosevelt.
hanging.
Yeah. It's the lowest of hanging fruits. Yeah. All right. I have chosen wisely. We'll say that. That's all I'll say.
We'll see.
I will not say how many
right.
I chose.
I went with the older the president. The average height of Americans was shorter, so I thought the oldest, and then one who I just think is a shorty.
Sure. Okay. Fair enough. All right. So let's, you guys both locked in, and let's see. You guys locked in both on Richard Nixon.
I'm
Richard
not a shrimp,
Nixon-
he used to say. Oh,
That's right. He did. And he was lying because he was 5'11", which is shorter
Didn't he
than
have to
6 feet.
stand on like wasn't a joke about having to stand on a box or something? He had trouble because of
Our current-
TV was a big thing, and
our current president does that a little bit.
Yeah,
They have a little
yeah.
block he has to stand on. I don't know if it's to keep him from falling forward or to, I don't know what's going on
Yes,
there.
right. They have to keep him from falling forward because he has that weird posture thing where he sticks his butt out.
Yeah.
So, like a,
He's the front half of a centaur. We don't know where the horse part
I love
is.
it. I love counterweights. I love that idea. It's a counterweight, baby.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. So you guys
I
both
went
got Richard Nixon.
all in because I had to.
You did. You totally had to, or else you weren't going to get anything. Let's look at your other choice. One of your other choices there, Brian. You chose Ulysses S. Grant. Ulysses S. Grant, the shortest person on the list here, at 5'8".
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't.
And one of the older ones here, further back. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Here's
And
a-
another one's a
And also buried in Grant's tomb, as people may not know.
Oh,
Whose tomb is that? Is that
Ulysses S. Grant is
Yeah.
buried in Grant's tomb.
in Grant's
Yep.
tomb. Oh, wow.
In Grant's tomb.
All right.
good choice?
Let's see. One of you chose Thomas Jefferson. The other one of you chose Theodore Roosevelt. One of you is correct, and one of you is incorrect.
Oh, good job, Scott. You just whooped my butt then.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Thomas Jefferson's the
No,
shorty.
Brian actually is absolutely correct.
Oh, look at me.
You did, yeah. You're not in your answer, but in this,
Yeah,
Scott
I
whooped
know.
your
Yeah,
ass.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Theodore Roosevelt was 5'10". So Roosevelt, Nixon, and Grant are your 3 presidents shorter than 6
So
feet.
here's how I knew the Roosevelt one for sure. It was the Ken Burns documentary, The Roosevelts, which is a fantastic thing. If you've never seen it, it does both presidencies, and it made this big point in the beginning about how what a shorty Theodore was,
Yeah,
and
he
what
totally
a tall
is.
guy, big lanky dude Franklin was.
Right.
Until polio got him, but yeah. Anyway,
Got him.
dude, I
We
creamed
got
you
him.
today, 6-0.
I got him. You
The hell
did.
is that?
You whooped me.
Nothing, yeah.
I should have. If I had stuck with that Africa, I still would have lost, but I would have felt a little better about it.
That's right. Yeah. So who won what, Brian? What'd we give?
Well, let me tell you, you guys win absolutely nothing, but Carl Woodridge is going to win. He's going to get a couple of great games. He's getting Ludus, an animal rescuer.
Ooh, Ludus.
Ludus.
I don't know
That's
either of those
ludicrous.
two, but I'll bet you the animal rescuer one's one of them chorkors I like.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
But Alex Mader, don't worry, you're getting some stuff too. You're getting a copy of Tandem, A Tale of Shadows.
That I know is good.
No, that's a good game.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a good
Kind of winners all around. Now,
I know that
here,
one.
the only losers are people who thought that tomorrow we were doing Play Retro. This week we had to bump it one day, so it'll be Wednesday. The whole week's a little weird. I have to do Monday show tomorrow. I have to do Play Retro on Wednesday. It's all in preparation for me leaving town, and also to make room for today's what could be the final
word on the street.
word on the street because of their inability so far anyway to get anyone to pick up the publishing end of this thing. It may be the end. So today we're going to talk about what that means and blah, blah, blah. It's going to be really good, but because of this, everything got pushed. So me and Dunaway Wednesday, right?
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that we were waiting to Wednesday to put maximum pain on this week's episode of
Oh gosh, I wonder.
Is that the topic?
I wonder what he's referring to. Yes, Max Payne, the grimacy face slow motion bullet time master.
time.
Yeah, we're gonna do Max Payne. For some of you kids, you think it's just a movie. No, there was a video game first.
Yeah, we watched it for Film Sack, didn't we? It was Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, we
right?
did. We did.
Yeah.
Wasn't very good.
He did not make that grimace face one time. I was disappointed.
No bullet time. That was annoying. Anyway, so we'll do that on Wednesday this week, which means we'll talk to you again before then because we'll be doing Ted Pooley Feud on Wednesday. Brian Dunaway, is there anything you'd like to say in your defense?
No, I just like you guys a lot. I hope we get to spend forever together.
That's
very
so
good.
nice.
No, you.
I hope so too.
He was just trying to keep me from saying kiss our butts.
For sure. Yeah. It worked.
It worked. It absolutely worked. All right, guys. It is time. It's actually exactly time for the following.
Science!
Bob is hungry, and the soup looks good.
That's right. Bob is hungry, and he's here to talk about it. It's Bobby Frankenberger, who we missed last month because of his busy schedule. He was teaching kids, doing good in the world. But now he's back. Bobby, hello. I don't hear Bobby.
Bobby, turn on your microphone. Push the little button on your Rodecaster Duo.
Indeed. Something is muted. You're definitely connected.
I think he did the higher one.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
there we
hear you
go.
now.
Now we can hear
I
you.
can hear you. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
You know what? Great. Doing great. It's been a while though. I don't like how long it's been.
I know. Yeah, it's been over a month, hasn't it?
It's something like
apparently
that.
I forgot how to connect properly in that time. So
Things happen. But you were teaching kids. Tell people what you do here and there for science and kids, because it's actually kind of rad. I'm not trying to embarrass you or anything, but it's a cool thing you do.
Well, it's not embarrassing at all. I love doing it. It's I do podcasting, of course, but the thing I love to do more than science podcasting is I like teaching kids science, and I've been doing that for a long time, ever since like my daughter was in elementary school with the school that she's in. I would go into her class and help teach science there. And my younger daughter is also at that school. So, my older daughter's in middle school now. But I go in and I've continued to help the teacher that I was helping when my older daughter was in there. And so, like, I help multiple teachers, not just the one that is teaching my kids. And I'm actually I'm working on possibly creating a teaching position for me at the school.
Oh, cool.
School, so.
Oh, that's great.
That'd be amazing, dude.
That's don't know if that's going to actually happen, but we're the needle is moving forward on that possibility.
You're going to teach these kids how to fly a prop plane down at the airport.
That would be great, but I can't teach people how to fly for money anyway. I can't get paid to do it.
Hey, by the way, AI would not let me ruin your day the other day. So we're on this dumb Sora app, and he did this very nice flying video of him talking about controls and instruments and where he's flying, and he's in the plane with the headphones on like he's live streaming it. And I said, make the plane go down in a horrible fire. Blah, blah, blah. And it did, but you got out and saved everybody. It was like a real nice ending to the whole thing. So I failed, or AI failed. I'm not sure which. I didn't want to hurt you or anything, right? Like,
I get it. There's all sorts of things I try to get it to do, and it's like, I don't know if I can do it. I'm like, you know what's funny to me is, like, a lot of times I'll suggest something and I didn't have like inappropriate or violent or any kind of thought in mind. I just describe something and I think it's just going to be funny. And then Sora comes back and says, look, the video is against our guidelines. I'm like, I didn't make the video. You did. What?
Yeah. It's your video, first of all. Second of all, when I type the word, show me a giant purple dinosaur, I'm not breaking any kind of copyright. But you think I am, because it kind of knows I'm trying to get him to do Barney, right?
Sure.
But it's really up and down whether, like, I could say, have Richard Nixon throwing up violently. It'll give it to me.
Right.
But I'll say, have, I don't know, Ronald Reagan riding a donkey, juxtaposition of a donkey, wrong party, all that. It won't do it. It's like, oh, sorry, it's across our guidelines. Really? Okay. I've seen pictures of Reagan throwing a fit and, like, chucking darts at people. Are you kidding me? I don't know what's going on in there.
Right.
Anyway, Bobby, you're here to talk science. We're going to get into it. What is the topical thing we're going to hit today?
So I haven't been here in a while, but there's fortunately been a big science news thing happening that has sort of dominated the science news cycle for a couple of months, and that is, have you heard of this Comet 3i Atlas?
I've heard comments and talk about it. I
haven't heard anything about this.
Yeah, a little bit of stuff,
Brian.
but I don't know where. Is it supposed to be hurtling toward us or something weird like that?
No, it's just passing through the solar system, but lots of people are trying to make claims that it's actually an alien spacecraft.
Yes, this I did hear about. Yes, I heard about all the conspiracy theories around this comet. Yes.
Oh, wild!
Right,
Where do they? For fear of asking, why do they believe that this is alien in origin?
Well, two main reasons. Well, actually, a lot more reasons than that, but two reasons that I'll point out right now, which is one, that it's a little bit of a strange asteroid or comet, and I'll explain why in a minute. But the second big reason that people are making a big deal out of it is because of the astrophysicist Avi Loeb, who is the one really kind of pushing this idea that he thinks it could. He wants to acknowledge the possibility that it's an alien spacecraft, which on its surface sounds like, well, why wouldn't we consider that, but while you do want to, so I do think that it's important to, like, I'm a big believer in SETI, looking for the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Like, you have to look for those things, because whereas the odds that we're ever going to find it are incredible, or astronomically, pun intended, very low.
Sure.
It's the if we were to find it, it would be so impactful and change so much that it's worth looking for, even though it's very unlikely that we're going to find evidence for it, right?
Yeah, we should look at it from whatever angles are prudent. Like,
right.
We don't know what it is.
We have to look for it, and we have to consider the evidence in a scientific way, not in a anomaly hunting kind of sort of way that Avi Loeb does. I don't know if you remember, there was an interstellar comet that came through our solar system several years ago called Oumuamua. It was like a cigar-shaped.
Is that the one that was
asteroid?
Right, it was the size of a bus or something like that.
Yeah, Avi Loeb, I think, sort of made his first entrance into the public stage by talking a ton about how he thought that was an interstellar spacecraft.
Okay, so he's got a thing where he likes to.
Yeah, he's got a thing, and he goes on podcasts and he writes books and.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I was diagnosed last year with a minor case of Avi Loeb, but it's fine. A little cream.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. As long as it reduces the swelling.
Yeah, the inflammation is really the worst part.
It really is.
Yeah, it's an abnormal lobe growing.
So because this thing is far from Earth, I mean, what are we supposed to do?
It's not that far from Earth, actually. It's passing between the orbits of Earth and Mars right now.
Well, what I mean by that is nobody can go out there and touch it as it flies by. You know what I mean? Like,
we can only image it using like telescopes, space telescopes, radio telescopes, all the imaging tools that we have. And it is a very interesting comet. So it is worth thinking about, or talking about, and that's one of the frustrating things, is that when people like Avi Loeb go out and spout their nonsense about how it's a spaceship, it sort of drowns out all the interesting things that we could be doing talking about this comet, which is it is only the third ever interstellar object to pass through our solar system.
Really? What were the other two?
Well, and I shouldn't say the third ever. I should say the third that we've observed. Plenty probably have passed through our solar system before humans were around, or before humans were looking, and plenty have probably passed through while we were able to look and just missed it. Right. But it's the other two were that Oumuamua that I just mentioned, and then also there was another asteroid/comet that happened a few years ago that has a weird name. But there wasn't a lot that was talked about that one, I don't think, at the time. But this one this one's really, really interesting. It's a comet. I think it might be the first like fully interstellar comet. And so that's
to pass through our solar system, you're saying?
Yes, to pass through our solar. So it's a comet from another star system somewhere else in the galaxy.
Right, because usually comets they have an orbit around our sun, and so
Well, until now, all of the ones we've ever observed have been from our sun.
Okay.
Yeah. And they usually are just blobs of ice chunks of ice that were formed around the same time that the planets were formed in the solar system. They're kind of like leftover stuff that are floating in a very large, wide orbit away from the star, like really far away, which is why they come in real close sometimes and then end up going out for a long time afterwards. Think things like Halley's Comet. Which only come around every 70-something years, right?
Right.
So,
we got any death cults around this one? Do we know anybody like?
Not that I've heard of. No, like the Hale Bop.
Yeah.
The Kool-Aid, the Kool-Aid and Nikes. Yeah,
those make for some amazing documentaries. So I'm not 100% opposed to them. I don't like when people die because of them. But,
sure, of course,
right.
It's interesting. It's a good future documentary choice around this. But so at this stage though, because we can't really know about the alien nature of it, or whether or not it's an alien thing, and this Avi Nobi guy or whatever, what's his name? Avi Loeb.
Avi Loeb
is Avi Nobi.
Avi Nobi, you're my only hope.
Help me, Avi Nobi. If he has even an inkling of correct about this, we don't have a way to know, right? Or is there a chance here to really learn something crazy when it passes?
So there are lots of things we can learn that are like about comets, about interstellar comets, but the only so far nothing has happened that makes actual scientists think that this is anything but natural, right?
Right.
If it were to suddenly stop and turn around and start, beaming messages at us, then maybe we might have to reconsider whether it's we'll
reevaluate at that point. Sure.
Yeah, I would hope we would.
But right now, it's doing everything you would expect, and there are really interesting things. So a lot of the speculation about it being alien is fueled by some strange things that we've seen about it. Whenever light bounces off of something in space, it tends to get light gets polarized whenever it reflects off of any kind of surface. This is why we have polarized sunglasses that filter out polarized light, is because, if light bounces off a cloud or the surface of a lake or something like that, we can filter out some of that light because some of the light will start to change how it spins or something like that, right? The actual particles of light.
Right.
Well, this happens in space as well. And so you can learn things by looking at the polarization of the light, because if it bounces off, ice crystals, it will tend to polarize in a certain way that's different than if it bounces off of, say, CO2, right?
Gotcha. So if this thing's made of some alien alloy, it's likely, I shouldn't have watched Pluribus right before we talked, right? Because it's all about this idea of a communication, and then they're like, and then they use it, and then I don't want to give anything away. That show's freaking got me by the nuts, man. I'm so into it.
I've heard it's really good. It's next on my list.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, that's a week to week because. Because Scott's watching it, and I know how these things can sometimes go.
They can leak out a little. You got to be careful.
Stay ahead of it so that you don't get spoiled. Is what you're saying.
Right, exactly. But it's also this is like event kind of television, so I'm really excited. I'm on board too.
Freaking Vince Gilligan doing it again.
But
crazy.
You're right, Scott. That if it were to bounce off of some alien alloy, the polarization might happen differently. And lo and behold, the polarization that we're seeing of the light reflecting off of the surface of this comet is very different. It's polarized in a negative band, which is very different than what we've ever seen on any other comet before. That's strange, but there are explanations for it, right? It could be that it's a more porous surface than we're used to seeing. It could be that it's made of some material unexpected, and that lines up with some other things that we've seen, though, because another unusual thing is that when we look at the spectroscopic data, like more information about the color of the light, then we see that it looks like it has a high nickel to iron ratio, the Comet does, which is very unusual. We normally don't see that kind of those levels of nickel inside a comet.
Yeah, well, if it came from another star system, that would explain that, or could explain why, because it's just going to be different there, right?
So it's almost like you have the type of critical thinking skills that a scientist like Avi Loeb should.
Yeah, Avi Loeb. Me and Avi Lobby over there. Hobby Lobby and I need to get together.
Because you can't see something unusual and immediately jump to aliens.
Yeah,
right. Of course. Yeah.
You have to rule out the other explanations, and there are plenty of explanations. It might be that the first time we've ever seen a very unusual comet that's coming from somewhere outside of our solar system, it might look a little different than we expect it to. You know?
Yeah.
So
weird.
I know, right? So the other things, it has a high ratio of CO2 to water in it, and there's potential explanations for that, like it could have been exposed to galactic cosmic rays. Speaking of, that's another thing that they've found, is that it seems to have a radiation processed crust, is what they're calling it, which they're saying is because it has been in its 3 to 7 billion year journey to our solar system, probably been exposed to some intergalactic or just some galactic interstellar cosmic rays, right? Which changed the surface. Comets that we normally have seen inside our solar system do not get bombarded by these types of cosmic rays because the sun has like a bubble that it exerts of force around it that prevents most of these galactic cosmic rays from getting into our solar system, right? So the comets we've seen so far would not have been exposed to these types of cosmic rays. And maybe this is what it looks like when they do get exposed to it, you know?
Do you think the Hobby Lobby guy, you go long enough in your life of saying that's an alien, that the idea there is that eventually, if you say it enough, one time it will be? Do you think that's
like kind of like the Harold Camping thing, where, you know?
Yeah, just like, well, one day...
predicting the rapture. And,
one time in my life, I'm going to be right about this. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, that's what a lot of like in the what do you call it? The psychic prediction community. Yes, there's, believe it or not, still a lot of psychics out there making psychic predictions.
Are they? It's a community. Like they're all.
There's tons of people that follow all of them. Yeah, and around the end of the year, in fact, around this time, they start making predictions about what's going to happen in the next year.
Yeah.
And
oh gosh, if it was only possible for us to see this as a pattern of doing it right before a new year, which is only a human construct anyway, and we made up what a new year means. What a bunch of horse shit. F these people.
Yeah.
They do exactly what you're describing, though. They usually throw out dozens and dozens and so many predictions in the hopes that, well, if even one of them gets close to right.
If you keep saying the card is the squiggly lines, eventually you're going to be right.
Yeah.
But you probably will die while you're waiting to be right.
It's the whole a broken clock is right twice a day or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's like
and that's the currency that psychics use to sell their quote unquote services, is they say like, oh, so and so, you know, I predicted that this was going to happen, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
But what they don't tell you is the 50 or 60 other predictions they made that same year that didn't happen, right?
Right.
It's too much of an infinite monkey problem. Like, you know, BioCow brings up the lottery. Yeah, I'll play the same exact numbers every week, and if it were an infinite, you know, if I do this for an infinite number of times, I will win the lottery at some point. But you're not going to live an infinite number of years. So,
no.
You know.
Meanwhile, the guy that did win on Brian's lottery, thinks he was blessed by the Lord or something.
Right.
So he's got his own version of what's special going. You know what? The humans are the worst. We're so dumb.
We just want to assign something supernatural to everything that we see. Like, oh, it's a sign from God.
Yeah.
That I should have stopped at that red light.
Yeah. And look, contact with stellar alien intelligences is an exciting proposition no matter who you are, because we are curious creatures who want to expand past ourselves. but we just get all bunged up in the dumb stuff, you know?
And I don't think that Avi Loeb is doing what the psychics do. I don't think he's just going to predict. Well, he probably will try to predict that it's aliens every time something comes into our solar system. But I don't think it's because he's hoping that this time, like one of these times, I'll be right. I think he genuinely does think that something could be like each one of these. I think he's being genuine about it. He's just being he's not using critical thinking. Like, and it's a really good example of how you can be a scientist. Unfortunately, you can be a scientist and not be good at critical thinking. That they're not necessarily connected. I think that in the population of scientists as a whole, probably do have are in general as a whole more critical thinkers exist in that group than in the general population. But that doesn't mean that it's like how you can have doctors that believe in weird stuff.
Oh yeah,
because
I saw a guy
to become a doctor. You don't have to take a class on critical thinking.
Saw a dude on social media today. I don't remember what. I was checking my replies, and I saw this guy who claims to be an MD, and said, "Don't let them fool you. High cholesterol is actually good for you. Hashtag wake up Sheeple," or some stupid hashtag. And you're like, well, I have no way to confirm this dude's credentials.
Right, of course. Yeah.
I don't know if he's really a doctor or not, but we live in a time. Everybody
how much do we just love the wake up Sheeple? Like it's
dude,
it's just I will listen to anything you say if you end it with wake up Sheeple.
Yeah, F that noise. Can't stand it.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll measure it. We'll look at it. We'll see when it passes through, and then maybe we'll come away going, "Hey, that Matthew McConaughey's in that trying to get our attention." I don't know.
It's already past the closest it's going to be to the sun. It's headed on out. It's not going to swing past the sun because, again, if you Google the trajectory of this comet, just to see the line of it, it's very obvious that it's coming from outside the solar system. It's moving very fast, and it just got a little too close to the sun, and then its path just got bent a little bit, and it's just going to keep going. And so it's just a comet. We're learning a lot about it. One of the cool things that it might be teaching us is it's giving us evidence that the way comets and solar and planetary systems and everything form in other star systems may very well be the same, very common. Like the way it happens here may be the way it happens everywhere, because we're seeing a lot of features that are that tell us like, oh, okay, this seems to be wherever it came from. It was made using similar processes.
So you can see like different composition slightly because of where it is, and
where it's passed through, right? It's been on a long journey. It's picked up some barnacles on the way, right?
Right, and then then you can also say, but it also picked those up in the same way the ones in our system do. Yeah. So therefore, physics-wise, we have more knowledge about. We don't have unique comets here. They seem like they form in the same everywhere, and that's good information to have, even if there's no aliens involved.
Everything we're seeing is different and unusual and interesting, but none of it is hard to explain. So,
all right. Yeah. Well, good luck, Hobby Lobby, with your attempt to change our lives. Bobby, you have a science podcast that everybody should be listening to on the weekly. Tell us what it is and how to get it.
It's called All Around Science. We talk about science every week. We just finished the last episode of a 3-part series, just came out today, and it's on the Nobel Prizes. We took a little bit of a different approach this time. In the past, we've taken one episode to cover all 3 Nobel Prizes. This time we decided, let's give each one of them enough breathing room, and we talked about each one in a 3-part series. So
nice.
If you want to know what is really cool and interesting about the Nobel Prizes for this year in science, then check that out, All Around Science. And I'll probably be talking more about this in the coming weeks, this particular story, and giving some more details and stuff.
Just curious,
about the comet.
How many science-based Nobel Prizes are there?
There's 3 every year, and usually each one is given to 3 people. So 9 people usually win the Nobel Prize for science every year. And but yeah, that's in physics, chemistry, and physiology and medicine.
Okay.
Those are the 3.
Yeah. All right. That's interesting. I didn't know if it was like a big old list, or you only ever hear about peace prizes and stuff. So
right, literature.
I think there are only 5 prizes that are given out every year. The other 2 are in literature and peace.
Humanity? Oh, peace, right. Isn't there a humanities or no? Nobel Peace?
No, I think
not,
peace is kind of what you would
That's
think of
the
as
humanities,
the humanities. Right?
yeah. And you got to really do something that like promotes peace. I'm telling you, you can't just you can't just fart around. You got to really go for it. Anyway, Bobby, it's always talking good to you. It's always good talking to you.
Good.
And we'll do it again real soon. And may all your passing comets be filled with little green men. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.
We are going to read a quick email, and then we're going to go today.
All right. Okay.
David Madison, I think Wisconsin. It could be a different Madison.
So. Yeah.
It's the one we always think of anyway. Says, Dear Scott and Brian, I was listening to you talk about your perfect glasses that you want to dupe. Did you know, because I didn't until I mentioned it to my eye doctor, and he said so, but you can get a prescription just for computering?
Yeah. Cool.
I didn't know that. And
this is great.
I have a funny tail end to this because I'm an idiot, but I'll get to it.
Okay.
For me, this was life-changing. I'm normally nearsighted, but I've gotten to the age where I can't see really close with my prescription on. Basically, I'm corrected out past where the monitor would be, so everything is blurry with my normal glasses on. But this prescription allowed me to reset all of the font sizes to default. Oh, man.
Nice.
That's a good sign in your life.
I love that, and it's a great demarking description.
Oh yeah,
these glasses finally allowed me to reset all the font sizes to default. I love it.
I know you forget how much of that you tweak until you don't need it.
Totally, yeah.
So he says, so I highly recommend next time you go to your doctor, your eye doctor, to get them to give you a computer-only prescription in addition to your regular one. I was so amazed that at work. I mentioned it to people who were like, oh, yeah, you didn't know that? I've had one for years, unquote.
Jeez.
I really wish someone had told me this earlier. Best of luck in securing your computer glasses. Love the show, though, Dave in Madison. Okay, so.
Well, sorry you work with a bunch of douche canals, by the way.
No kidding.
Yeah.
This sounds like a rotten day at work for those people.
Totally.
All right, so here's why I'm dumb.
Okay.
I wear these. The reason I'm wearing these is because these are my old prescription that somehow are perfect for computer distance, and I don't know why. They're great.
Okay.
So I was on the hunt to duplicate these. I think that was the whole conversation on the show. Because my regular prescription glasses, wherever they are, it's horrible this close, but it's great for distance, movies, driving, all that.
Makes sense.
And I didn't know there was such a thing as a computer prescription for just anybody. And it turns out
Me neither.
I have one. They gave you 3. They give you at the time of your thing, you get a contacts one, you get a distance normal, like the ones you want for your general use, and then you get a computer one. And I didn't even have to ask. It was just in this 3-part thing.
You just got one automatically. That's hilarious.
Oh, I'm so annoyed. So I'm waiting for, I can't find my paper. So I'm going to have Cindy, I tried to text her earlier, but now she's probably answered since I've been on the show. But basically I just need to get that sent to me, and then I can get some extras made, and then everybody's happy. So
that's so cool. Yeah. I had no idea about this either, so I'm thinking, well, next time I go, I'm totally getting a set, because that's what this is the only place I keep these readers here at the desk, because that's the only place I really need them.
Yeah.
So
it's the only place I need them except driving and movies, because I usually don't wear glasses most of the day. It's just
sure
just need some, and if I lean in a bit, it's okay, but my mic's out here, and I don't want to do this.
Right, you don't want to actually have to have your mic like, I'm here to do the show. Hello, everybody. Yeah,
exactly. And then we have the same, cataracts or not, I basically gave myself the same thing aging eyes all get, which is your muscles atrophy, and they can no longer adjust. I can't do it whether I want it or not, because they're not real lenses in there anymore. They're fake.
Right.
So it's the only option I have. So A, grateful for this from Dave, and B, Cindy, send me my PDF if you don't mind.
please get me my papers.
Get me my papers. All right, stick around after the song today, because there's a mashup in post. It's called Classic Fireside Stories. You're going to hear the original. Let's see, is this the one for maybe the fart gas story? I think it is.
Oh, cool.
Awful lot of you are doing Sora videos about me saying fart gas and then bees coming out of my mouth. So.
Yes, it's great.
Anyway, so perfect timing for that. Thank you, Jamie, for that. That'll be after the song today. And I already mentioned all the show changes, so I don't have to do that again. Frogpants.com/TMS for all else. Brian, you got anything else you want to mention before we go?
Yeah, nothing else. Oh, no, I take that back. Posted a new episode of Uncle Cousin. So episode 6 of the YouTube series. went up on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Coverville. And it's me and Rainey talking about her Halloween, talking about she's got a new understudy gig, which is great.
Oh, yeah, right.
And,
for the acting school. She's
her acting school. And then also what New York City was like living there after the election of Mom Donnie and how everything went nuts there. Yeah, there she is right there.
How come your niece is so pretty and just a lovely person? How's the
She
genetics?
absolutely
How do you
is.
guys
I
share
know.
genetics? I don't get it.
I don't know. It's she got the right end of the gene pool there.
She got those good Ibit dimple things you get, like when you smile.
It's the dimples, but also that comes from. So that's my mom's side of the family. My mom's brother's daughter. So that all would come from my Hungarian grandmother.
The Hungarians once again.
Once again, bland food, but pretty people.
Top of the gene pool. Nice job.
That's right, exactly.
Cool.
Yes. So go ahead and enjoy the most recent episode of Uncle Cousin. We had such a blast, and we got listener questions to answer finally. So I've been plugging those for the last week or two, and got one from Taxi Cab that we answered on the show.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
All right, we'll play a little music and leave these people.
Little music. This one is indie at the end. This is a performer who goes by the name Jordana.
Wow.
She has just announced her spring 2026 tour, and her brand new EP came out last week. It's called Jordana Land, of course, because why wouldn't you? She's big on the synthesizer, guitar. This is some fun pop. This is a song called Blouse. Here is Jordana.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.
I got better fish to fry.